What's good with you, man? It's your boy Nate G, kicking it with Bree Productions. I'm just in here vibing, man, rocking out with her. I need y'all to come visit. It's real nice in here, man. So yeah, check it out.
Hey, go on.
Bree more. Bree more production.
Hey, go on. Hey, go on. Hey, go on.
Bree more.
Hey, go on. Hey, go on.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Bree Productions YouTube channel. We are so happy to be back. We are free of the bull-ish. Yes? Uh-huh. And today we have a special guest. Very special guest. The greatest rapper alive. And I call you the greatest rapper alive because the last time I seen you, I would never forget that moment.
Okay, tell me about it.
It was at Nick Kept Me Out. What was the event?
Texas Media Day.
Texas Media Day. Ding, 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 Texas Media Day. And a guy walked past while I was interviewing you. He was like, that's the greatest rapper alive. And I was like, okay.
And I couldn't.
We'll figure it out.
say that.
We'll figure it out. So how you doing, Mr. Greatest Rapper Alive?
Hey, Nate G, greatest rapper alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be like Lil Wayne or nothing, but I appreciate that.
Right.
But I've been good.
Wait, pause. You seen how I just slide that question in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, cold shit, right? Yeah. But it's good to see you. It's good to see that you. It's an insider, cause first of all, he read my questions.
Is the insider supposed to stay inside?
Right? No, it's not supposed to, cause it's family, it's kinfolk, right? Support. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell him. So yeah, I just slid that question in there. He knew it was coming, but he didn't know it was coming.
But she wrote it down.
I did.
She was like, "What's up with you?"
Because you have to. You have to, you know, prepare yourself. That was like I don't know. Anyways.
That was a warm up.
Right.
Like, let me warm up my questions with a question. I feel you. That's how it is.
So it's been months, and I see that you are promoting your EP.
Yes.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But how are you? Like seriously, emotionally?
That's a difficult question emotionally, but we'll start with me just, you know what I'm saying, actively.
Okay.
To begin emotionally. I mean, but I guess I'm good. I would say mental health is always, I guess, my first thing before I go to my emotional health.
Right.
So I feel like that's one thing that I'm always, I stay active, stay busy. Like I am a father, so I stay busy with my daughter, you know what I'm saying, helping her with stuff. I do work, you know, a full-time job as an accountant. So I'm always using my mind and, you know what I'm saying, very creative. I'm still always recording or, you know, working on some type of creative venture. So I got an event I throw every month called Plus One Experience. So I do that and I create that down in Deep Ellum and get a lot of artists and vendors and stuff involved every month. So I got busy doing that, making sure the next one better than the last one, and my music. And like I said, this EP I got, putting a lot of energy into making sure everything's right about that, and just so I just been like staying busy in my little cycle of things, working on something every day. So like that's what make me happy. So I guess that would lead to my emotional state. I'd be like, all right, I'm happy. My daughter healthy, everybody around me cool. Like we working, we elevating. So I'm happy.
I think it's so dope that you mentioned that you still have a full-time job.
Yeah.
And usually a lot of rappers do not talk about that balance between chasing the industry and also having a full-time job. So you, honestly, you like the second artist that have said that out loud.
I mean, most people do have a job. Like,
right.
I mean, hopefully if they're going to, you know what I'm saying, do music or fund it somehow, some way, on any level, like you got to pay for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to have some type of, income. Some people more, I guess, blessed than others, you know what I'm saying, to have funds already on their side, but most people got to work for it. So it's like, there's no shame in that at all. Like,
right.
Yeah.
That's really dope, though. I think more people need to hear that because a lot of us don't have it. And then when people hear it, it's like you're not by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Glad to shed light on that.
So you are an independent artist.
Yes, I am an independent artist.
How is that going for you? Is that by choice?
I mean, kind of, sort of, yeah, because I have been like, in my journey, I've been doing music for so long, like around 15 years or whatever. Like within, I was in a group the first half, and the second half I was solo. Definitely got approached a lot of times about being in some type of, even in low level type of record labels or like higher end people. Like, and as more recently independent stuff, dealing with certain, rappers that have their own little labels and stuff like that. But so I guess it becomes of a choice, at that point to, stay independent. But as in today's sense, it's pretty much better, especially me being older and I got my, I've been in it and I know the business about it more and I understand it and I already do all of my back office stuff. So it's like, just stay independent. I can help another artist do all of this back office stuff, know how to get all that stuff on Apple Music straight and get all their royalties and make sure they registered in these 6 places and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I already understand that. So I really don't see what the label other than the machine.
Right.
And I don't really care so for the machine as much because I don't care to be famous as much as like known, you know what I'm saying, for my skill and my set and just have my spot in hip hop compared to be like, oh, famous, he's like, this big, I gotta see him on every tour with these artists and all that. I don't care for that as much. If that happens, I'll still control that in some type of sense.
Right.
But I just care about, like I said, providing and make sure I can just create revenue and have a good fan base, a good niche, just build my fan base and just keep creating dope stuff to get in them and enlighten people through, art. So like that's my main focus.
I do have a question. How did you come up with I don't want to be famous? Why not fame?
No, I say I don't want to be famous per se. Is like I don't desire it. I don't like seek for it or go out there for like fame. That's not my overall goal. Like if I put something up and I be famous the next day online for some random thing.
Oh, you
like,
with it? It's a go.
I mean, I'm not gonna take it. I mean, I'll take advantage of it in my own way. I'm not gonna just go with, I can be more famous if I do this. I'm not gonna like clout chase or anything. If people like, dang, they know me because this went viral. They know me now. I ain't gonna be like, I'm gonna run away. But it's like, that's not my goal. So I'm still seeking for my goal to turn this fame into like the true people who, mess with my, movement and things like that. So like, fame only lasts 15 seconds, 15 minutes, what they say anyway. So it's like, that's a quick thing. If that comes, it comes. So it's not, I was gonna say, oh, I don't want it, like I don't eat beef. I'm like, no, I'm not touching that. It's more so like, that's not my goal. I'm not seeking it. It happens. If it attracts to me, it attracts to me. But I'm still gonna keep, my same way. I'm not gonna change my game because more people know me.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Have anybody ever told you that your music is like a time machine?
Not in that like verbatim like that, but something in the sense is like it's kind of there's like it's timeless. They say it's classic. Or there's like a certain songs that I had from like 2010. I let them hear and they'd be like, "You did this, you know what I'm saying, 12 years ago?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "This could be played now." So like that's the most that I heard.
Nina Simone, one of her infamous quotes is, "It's an artist's job to record what's happening now." But while I was listening to your music, it literally like took me back to the 90s, like growing up as a child, because you reference. I'm listening to like all your albums, and you reference a lot of like 90s music, and it just gives me like Saturday mornings, cartoons. Like it gives me that
It's
type
like,
of vibe.
to me, it's like staple of hip hop. Like I'm gonna always look at something in our culture of hip hop that we know. We know the cartoons. We know, the basketball play. We know the certain things that happen through our like black culture. Through that's what hip hop is. It came from the 80s to you say now. So me, I think that's like part of hip hop. You want to relate in reference to your group, to your people that's going to get it and see. And I mean, I guess like I said, it's different for the younger age. But that's what like I guess MCing in my heart is about. What I've learned or taken in from studying, hip hop. So it's like I try to embody that at the best way that I can. Not to try to be like sound like I'm from the 90s, but you're gonna know that I know something about what's going on. Yeah, you're right.
Growing up, what artists did you pay attention to?
When I was very young, I really liked Michael Jackson. Like I was imitating Michael Jackson all the time, and then as I was in my younger stage, I was a dancer, and so I didn't start getting into music until like I was 15 or something, right? So, but when I was 15, I really liked battle rap. Like, I'm from DC, so East Coast, like Philly, New York, all that battle rap stuff. So I was really into Cassidy. Cassidy was like one of my heavy influence.
That's a good choice.
And then other than Cassidy, because he's like really punchline heavy. But I
Right.
feel like me, I'm very punchline heavy. Like if you listen to my man, bar after bar after bar, you're like, oh dang, that's a double entendre too. That's a this. But if you just really listen, so I was like, I really got to learn how to write from like, okay, I got to hit him every time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got that from him, and then I would say Eminem. I used to read a lot of Eminem lyrics before I would even listen to his music, and I was like, damn, I just like how you put these thoughts together, and like how you get all these words, and how you rap like 3 syllables, and all of these things. Like, so then I started listening to him. My mother bought me the Eminem, what is it, Marshall Mathers LP or something like that, or the Slim Shady LP. I think it's Marshall Mathers LP. And I was in like 3rd grade. We played at my birthday party. We had to cut it off because the intro was like, something, you didn't even suck mine. And I was like, whoa, you gotta listen to that by yourself. But she let me listen to it. And then she noticed that I wouldn't take it for, face value. Like, oh, he's killing his baby mother. And he's doing this. And he's taking drugs. And he's just like his mom and all, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Eminem did come with a lot of trauma.
yeah, but I understood that it was entertainment.
Right.
It was like, you know what I'm saying? It was a character. It was like Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers. It was a character. So even then, young, I was like, he's just writing. He's just putting a story together. So that's what I took a lot, like those two. And there's a lot of other people. I like a lot of Gemini rappers, like Biggie, and I like Kanye, Andre 3000, Kendrick. A lot of them, like when I was in college and stuff like that.
Are you a Gemini? Yeah.
Gemini's the best rappers.
Tupac is a Gemini as well.
Gemini, Lauryn Hill, Gemini.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Kodak Black, Gemini. He hard.
I think so, too. You know what? I'm just starting to wrap my mind around Kodak. People been telling me about him for a while. I'm like,
He got he's a wordsmith in his own
right.
He's growing.
Mm-hmm. Do you see the difference between, because you're not originally from Dallas, right?
I'm from Washington, D.C., nation's capital.
See. Shout out to DC.
Yeah.
Do you see a difference in hip hop culture in the South versus DC?
Oh, most definitely is very different. One, the main thing is slower down here. So like that's the main thing. The hip hop culture, the music, everybody move a little slower. You know what I'm saying? Like they're a little bit more like hospitable and kind of, you know what I'm saying, cool. But maybe even if, Dallas don't mess with each other, but it's like they're still more cordial about stuff. And it's like on the East Coast, it's just more fast-paced move. I'm out here, it's gritty. Stuff they're talking about is a little bit more gritty. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the main difference. People still don't mess with each other, don't help each other out in both scenes that I've seen.
I say that all the time, too.
I think it's just a hip-hop thing, you know what I'm saying, at this point. And then, other than that, it's kind of similar, but it's just the genre of the music, and then the people, the culture of the people. But in the scenes and being an independent artist and doing that, it's kind of all similar. Excuse me. But we got go-go music too, so that's another thing. It's like fast, more dancing to it and stuff like that. But y'all do a different dance, the boogie, the slow.
Right.
So like I said, it's similar, but it goes to the culture, you know what I'm saying, of the place. Like,
what made you move to Dallas?
Well, I graduated from the University of Oklahoma, shout out to Sooners. And then I was like, I'm not about to go back to DC. So I was like, I'm going to just move to Dallas. So I was dating a girl at the time, which ended up being my baby mother. So I moved in with her and then started working and stuff. And then that's why I was living down here. And a lot of my frat brothers was already down here. I was pledge Alpha Phi Alpha. So they was all from Texas already. Me being in Oklahoma, I kept visiting Texas a lot being in school.
Right.
So I was like, I really like Texas. I'm going to just move there. Cost of living way cheaper than DC. I can get a job, use my Sooner degree somewhere here, better than DC. So I was like, it's just like a no-brainer to me.
That makes sense.
Then I just hit the rap scene with my, that's when me and my brother in my group, we was called SOS. His name Ben Kenobi. And that's when we kind of like broke from college, but he ended up moving back here in Dallas. moving here to Dallas. When I moved to Dallas a couple years after, and he was here on the scene with me, right, finishing out our like last what we was doing about group. Our last project that we did was called Seven. We had 7 projects together. Yeah.
How are you guys now?
Oh, it's my brother for life. Like it was not a bad falling out. It was like I had a child, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he was about to get engaged.
Oh, y'all big grown.
Yeah, and then he was about to get engaged, and then so he was about to get engaged with his fiance, and then they was gonna move to California and go to they did move to California and go to USC Film School together. So now he already graduated film school, and like he actually gonna be here this weekend. He's doing a book thing. He's writing books. He put out a couple books. He already did commercials, did some films, wrote on some films already. So like he's already elevating and stuff all there in Hollywood and stuff like that. So he's like he focused on that, and I focus on the music. So like he about to do a movie and all that shit in DC, and I'm probably be over all of the music.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, why not collab?
Oh yeah, we always as a team. Like we always say that. It's like let's spread our shot, just keep working. Everybody stay in their lane, keep working. Like when it makes sense, we gonna all, what I'm saying, bring it. That's why just be on your stuff and always know, be ready.
It's gonna be
when your number get called. So it's like you never know who's gonna be in position of power. But that's why you keep your relationships good with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Like,
say that again.
you never know. Keep your relationships straight.
Okay, so I like your vibe. I noticed that, like, in your messaging, you always talking about raising vibrations, and the fact that before the camera started rolling, we was talking about spirits, and you was talking about sage. Have you always been spiritual?
I mean, not consciously, I would say. I didn't like consciously become more spiritual until like right when I had my daughter. I felt like everything was changing for me, and like I just seen life in a different perspective. I started doing more reading and doing more everything. That I was just being real curious in my Gemini. Like, I'm gonna figure this out. This is this. I'm gonna learn about this. I'm gonna figure this out. So that's when I really found astrology around there. And then when I started studying astrology heavy and learning astrology, I learned everything. Like everything unlocked. It was like the key of energy. You know what I'm saying? I can learn every single energy in this from people, from this things, everything that's going around. So that helped me to be super like consciously spiritual. But before, I feel like I've always was a rebel at heart. So like I never really like was into the church. We went to church, but I'm like, I mean, I don't feel it like y'all talking about and stuff like that. So I never was like into that. I know it was always something more than just what they talking about. Like, and then like I didn't like eating beef and pork. So certain stuff I was like, I don't want to eat this. You know what I'm saying? Like it just was certain things that I feel like was subconscious to me. And
right.
Then like my soul was like, nah, but it didn't wake me all the way up.
Even as a kid?
I mean, this was when I was like 13, 14. I was saying, Mom, I ain't eating this. I ain't doing this. And then I lost my mother real early when I was 16. So
I'm sorry
it was
about
like,
that.
I just was like working. It wasn't like a whole thing. I just knew that she was with me. Like I got her tattooed on me when that happened that summer. And then I was like, oh, she with me. And then I just kept like, she would want me to do this, she this. And then every time I would see, her birthday is 11/26. Every day I see 11/26.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
So I know it's all about energy and frequencies and things, people talking to you through this, things you just gotta know. The universe is about numbers. It's all math. It's all math and science. So it's like stuff like that. Just like I knew I was somewhat spiritual, but I couldn't articulate it. You know what I'm saying? Until I got older and read and understood what was actually going and learned myself, like through astrology. So like that's what really helped.
So that explains why I asked you, are you afraid of the living? Or are you afraid of spirits? And your answer was, I'm cautious of the...
Yes, I'm cautious of the living. I'm not afraid of the spirits at all. And I'm cautious of the living.
So there's a lot of like crazy things going on in the world right now. How do you think, like, how do you feel about it now? Like, with your spiritual eye, do you feel like it's a lot of off balance, or a lot of people just need a lot of hugs?
I think we're definitely in a spiritual war right now. I think it's a lot of big energy of whatever you want to call it, the negative and the positive, the feminine versus the masculine. You know what I'm saying? However you want to look at it, it's a war of polarity at the moment, and I feel like it is flipped. And it's something's trying to work to get it back to balance, and you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's been flipping over these last 30 years, pretty much since we was born. You know, since I was like our generation, everything's been flipped. We was born through a lot of crazy things. You know what I'm saying? Like in our generation, it's a lot of variables, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like I would call systematic, you know what I'm saying, warfare on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when we look at it now, I feel like if through people, you know what I'm saying, and through ideas and thoughts, things like that, because that ain't nothing but frequency. Frequency is a thought, you know what I'm saying? Frequency, you vibrate it so much. If you vibe on it, it's going to turn into energy. You know what I'm saying? Frequency, vibration, energy. And that's what's the energy people putting out here through the frequencies they got us on. So I think it's just a spiritual war that's going on, and the people, the powers that be know how to control energies. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like the end all be all, like through all of the stuff. We get into like through vaccinations, through disease, through, you know what I'm saying,
stress,
programming, through TV, and you know what I'm saying, through all of these things, through the food. All of these things is gonna lower your frequency. You know what I'm saying, and your vibration, because they know the powers if we actually elevate our frequencies to the heights they can be. So like that's what I feel like has been going on.
And how do you protect your energy?
I mean, you gotta just tune a lot of other stuff out. Like, you gotta remember, you are your own being. You are your own. This is your vehicle. This is your journey. You know what I'm saying? This is your experience in the human flesh, and you have way more control than you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in the likeness of a God being, so you have that in you as well. But like you said, these people around you have to have a discerning eye, basically. And sometimes people are locked up to help learn that, and sometimes people gotta go through a lot of stuff to figure that out. Some people never figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like just knowing and trusting your gut, trusting yourself, trusting that sometimes, and not being influenced by so much, just walking your own path, I feel like, and knowing yourself, I feel that's why like astrology is really important. If you know yourself, a lot of these things that's not your energy, not your vibe, you won't get swayed under, and you won't be going on the wrong path. We all here for a certain spiritual path. We're here for a purpose. And you can't be just following other people's purposes. You can't be going different ways. You gotta know your energy. So I feel like that's the best way to not, succumb to, you know what I'm saying, being just used as an agent or a sheeple out here.
That's dope. I love that. That's a dope response. That's gonna be one of the clips. So speaking of purpose, how do you serve your purpose?
Well, I definitely serve my purpose. That's why I love doing music and entertaining, because I feel like even through my entertainment, I always gonna educate somebody through somehow, you know what I'm saying, some ways, some form, brighten or give them a different perspective or something. And I feel like that's what it's all about. This whole journey is about perspective. There's so many perspectives, and if you can see all of them, you can see a whole thing and know how to move better. You know what I'm saying? So like, through my music, I like to incorporate a lot of the things. I don't like to do too much at once. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how people are, but I like to incorporate a little of this, a little here, a little of that, a little of that. And throughout my life, I like to embody it. Like I'm saying, with my friends and all that, they know, all right, you're going to have this, you're going to walk in my house, you're going to see crystals. You know what I'm saying? You're going to understand what's going on. I'm going to start telling you about your moon and all of this, your energy and this. Like, you're not going to be able to talk about regular stuff around me. Like, it's either going to be overpowered or I'm just going to not respond to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, okay, I don't want to talk about that. Like, I'm just not going to, I don't got time because that's a lower. So, I feel like that's part of me educating and doing things like that. So, I'm really about to get into doing more astrology and teaching astrology online. So, like, because I feel like that'll help a lot, and it'll bring people into my music and other things and stuff like that, because I feel like that'll be a way for me to give back more and help. Because I feel like if people learn this, it'll just help you so much more. Everything you want. Oh, let me figure out what's going on with my money. Let me figure out what's going on here in my relationships. Why do I do this? It's an answer for all of that.
Well, can you hook me up?
I mean, just holler at me, and I do natal chart readings. You know what I'm saying? I give you yours for free so you can tell all your friends. You can tell all your friends, you know what I'm saying, how accurate I was, and then they got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm an Aquarius, by the way.
I know, we talked about it last time. I got
Right.
Aquarius moon. That's why I was like, oh, I came right over here reacting to you.
What is your
I was like, so, I'm doing the thing over here. Niggas like, not coming over. I was like, oh, she's funny. I'm an Aquarius. I was like, yeah, definitely an air sign.
Yeah, for sure. What's your favorite crystal?
My favorite crystal? I like citrine. It really helped me out, like, with my mental energy. So it helped me like be more active. So I'm not just thinking shit all day. Like I can actually go do something and how to get it, be more active and activate with like my solar plexus so I can feel like energized. Because I don't have a lot of fire in my chart. So like that helps me a lot to be more fire or ignited to do something other than like music and stuff sometimes. Like, okay, if I ain't done with my daughter, if it ain't making no sense to do music, I don't want to go on vacation half the time if there's no business to do over there. Like,
Oh, wow.
for real, I'm like, if we can't shoot no videos or go do none of this, like, why we spend all this bread to go sit there? You know what I'm saying? like,
Do you go out? Like,
yeah, I mean, when I do network, talk to people, I would get invited to stuff all the time, so I end up going out. I mean, I have my daughter a lot, you know what I'm saying, so those nights I chill, don't go out as much. So every other week, I'm like, all right, I got these 10 days to do this. I try to get my business done. Most of the time, I'm going out, so just to go, hey, I'm going to chill. Somebody having a birthday party, or no, I'm definitely going to celebrate people's birthday, being into astrology so much.
right.
So it's like, yeah, invite me to the birthday, do this, I pull up. But other than that, I do be out a lot, but not just to chill, no.
My favorite crystal is tiger's eye.
Oh yeah, I used to keep that in the car with me, and it helped me. And then one day I left it, or I cleaned it out, and I messed my car up. And when I didn't have it in the car, and I was like, I never. But now I do got tiger's eye, but I don't have it in the car because I was like, this car's good. This one was cursed. This one, this new one's okay. The last one was stuff kept happening to it.
So I was watching this YouTube guy, and he was like something about a meter, like a moon piece, a piece of rock that comes from another planet or something that everybody been getting. And the minute you only need like a little piece of it, and the minute that it's in your possession, your whole life change.
That didn't sound like he was selling some dreams.
I need to like seriously. He was like, it might be a lot of bad stuff, but it's for the greater good. I gotta figure it out.
Yeah, he was demonic. He's like, go get this.
You think it's
rock.
demonic?
I don't know. It just sounded like it. It sounded like in a movie somebody trying to get you to go around the corner.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
When they
no!
say it like
No!
that,
No!
they can't. I mean, this is just me being Gemini getting half mine. Like, well,
But
that's
that's
the
up
first
on
thing
game.
I thought, but
Right.
it could be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be real. I don't know. I know they have certain ones that cleanse your water. You know what I'm saying? Like you can. I forgot the name of that one, but it's like very rare and stuff like malachite that they try to say is from a certain place, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? There's no proof. Or like pyrite, things like that. But it's like I don't know.
I like pyrite. I have pyrite in front of my my door, my front door.
See, so you hit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You gotta go recollect what was happening with the other guy trying to say the moon rock.
Right. I was just trying to figure out like if you knew anything about it.
You got me a name, maybe. I don't know. It sounds like a mythical rock.
I hit your DMs as soon as I find that video. So I see that you like to work with other independent artists.
Yep.
You worked with Asshole and Gold, which I am a huge fan.
That's my bro. I'm a fan of him too. That's why I was like, we gotta work.
Yeah.
He's only one of the people that I can say could you know what I'm saying, be up to my caliber and with writing
Yeah.
that I've met personally. You know what I'm saying, face
Right.
to face.
Y'all definitely like have a similar way of just a little bit though, cause y'all go about things.
Style is totally different.
Yeah, totally different. But like when he was here, when I interviewed him, I also told him that his music reminds me of, you know, like Outkast. Yeah. So y'all
We
was definitely a
Outkast
perfect,
vibes
right?
together, yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely Outkast vibes together. I give you that one for sure. Big boy, three stacks type energy, country, little, you know what I'm saying. So I definitely take that. That's a compliment.
Yes, it is. I think it's dope though. I think that was a great combination. How did you guys meet?
I just kind of, I was following him already, and I saw his stuff. I was like, oh, he dope. And I saw him at some studio where they was having a party or a get together or something. I was just moving around networking. I was like, well, go ahead. And I saw him. I was like, oh, bro. And it's funny because I felt like I was stalking him. It was hilarious because I saw him in the corner. He was by himself. And I was like, oh, bro, what's up, man? I seen you, you know what I'm saying? I seen your stuff. I think you dope. I think we need to work. And then I seen, because he was on live like the other day. So I was like, I seen you live in McKinney. He live in McKinney. My producer live in McKinney too. We can just pull up. You know what I'm saying? I'm already thinking logical. How we going to do it? And he was cool with it. Got my number and we linked up, man. And we started making music. Now it's like my brother. I've known him for like a year, some change. We I'm still walking out. We just was shooting some of a music video for one of the songs on the album we did. It was called Dirty Go Soul. It's me, him, and Dirt Beats. That's the producer. Um, and yeah, we just shot some. So we were just hanging out. I was over his house stuff like 2-3 days ago, listening to some unreleased music.
That's dope.
So yeah, he my bro.
Do you think it's important for independent artists to connect?
Oh, I think it's like vital. You know what I'm saying? Like it's vital. Like it's a community. Like you're not just alone and out here doing it. Like yeah, we're gonna compete. You compete with everybody every day outside who getting this or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna compete, but the only way we're really gonna compete is to help each other out with any. You know what I'm saying? It's about elevating. So you need iron to sharpen iron.
Yes, I just said that this week.
Like you need that. Like I always want to get better. Like and me, I feel like I'm not even in my. As long as I've been doing it, I've barely just hitting my prime of like this. I'm still writing like crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, this is better than this, and I'm still in my prime because I push myself. I make myself go against myself first of all. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, all right, who's up to that I like? Because if I like them, they must be up to my caliber.
Right.
So if I'm like, all right, I want to keep listening to this rapper for them rapping, I'm going to try to do something with them. Just because that's going to help me. And I feel like I want to see what happens from these two things come together. Now that's just being curious, creatively curious. Like, what's this going to sound like? And like I say, we didn't sound like Outkast. We didn't know it was going to sound like Outkast. Well, that's dope. So I think that's vital because just by yourself in your own lane, like you got to even work with people that's not other artists, but artists in another realm to be your team. Like you need him to shoot this, you need this. I need her to do the behind the scenes and the graphics and this. Like that's collaborating with another artist already.
Right.
So it's necessary. So.
And then they also have like a different eye, like you was talking about, different perspectives.
Mm-hmm. It's all about perspective.
Right.
Yeah, your angle not gonna always be the right angle. No double, no pun intended, but the right angle at the moment.
Right. Who are you listening to right now?
I've been listening to a lot of this EP that I'm about to put out over and over again just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm comfortable with it and everything. But other than that, I listened to Kendrick's album over, you know what I'm saying, the last couple of days, this weekend, a lot. Kodak Black, like I said, I've been listening to a lot of Kodak Black because he tight. Feature album was really surprised me. I really liked it, so I've been listening to that a little bit in rotation. Other than that, I can't think of remember recently. I find something, I go listen to it a lot, and then I go find something else.
I think I'm gonna start doing music reviews.
That's good. I think music needs more reviewing.
Cause I love like only one song on a Future album, and that was the one that's a single right now. Wait for You.
Okay, that was okay.
That was dope.
Like I liked it, but I do like what's the other one called? Misogyny. That's a good one.
I'm gonna have to go listen to that.
The other one with Drake, Take One, or what is that? I'm on One. Cause I was like, damn, Drake had a song already called I'm on One, but he got that on. That one's really hard. It's a couple other ones on there. He got Kodak on that one too.
Yeah, Kodak everywhere right now, as he should be. I think he gives another. I don't know. I think people from the hood kind of get like a bad rep due to the fact that they are so hood, but they be so talented. And I think Kodak Black is giving us that representation. Like, yes, this is where I come from, but I can hang with the Drakes and the Kendricks and yeah.
No, he definitely can. And I was like you said, I just like it because he's authentic. So it's like you're authentic and you already talented. Like I said, he already gonna have a good pen. He gonna think witty already, being a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you hone in on that, you're gonna be tight. Like this is what you kind of, you know what I'm saying, meant for, to talk a lot of stuff. So it's like rap is the best way you talk stuff. You can talk about this and shed light on with your situation. It can probably help a lot of that too, even though it's gonna be overshadowed by him going to jail and all the negativity and all that stuff too. So I mean, like there you go with perspective and balance again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so.
And that's the only complaint that I have regarding the Kendrick album is the fact that these blogs are taking out the messiest details of the music, like him cheating on his fiance. And I'm like, bro, did you listen to the whole song? It's about healing. It's about, having daddy issues, mama issues. Like, there's so much other
It's a cultural traumatic
deep
album.
content
For sure.
in that album. And it's, like, annoying when people break down the music but only take out the bullshit.
But that's what people do, and everybody want to be a reporter now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're gonna say, like I said, they go back to, you gotta say the other side of the coin too. Can't just say, oh, this, and this. That's only one piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Perspective. So if you're gonna have a whole music review, you gotta be, like I said, really review it. Like you're looking at the whole thing. You gotta have criteria.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
some type of balance.
It can't be opinionated. Okay, if you don't like it, why you don't like it? Oh, because it is. Oh, because y'all think you woke. That's the most thing I say. I'm like, what you mean woke? These people sound ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sound ignorant to say, oh, there's woke people. And it's like, no, these are people the same. My eyes are open just as much as yours, and my ears are open just as much to hear the words he say, unless you don't understand the words that he's saying. And he's not even saying like big words or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, like I said, I don't get it either. But like I said, people going to want to be heard no matter what they're saying.
Do you feel like that's the reason why the music industry is in the shambles that it's in right now, due to the fact that there's not a real critique of the music. There's no balance. It's all about tea instead of like the real meat and potatoes of the music. Because in the past, you had people to listen to albums prior to it coming out, and they really dissected it, they experienced it, they lived with it, they listened to it every day or whatever the case might be. And nowadays, you just, as soon as it come out, everybody already got an opinion about it. I'm like, how do you have an opinion about an album that just dropped 2 minutes ago? I feel like you got to live through an album to really dissect it.
True. Most people just go how they feel nowadays. So, because even the music is more melodic. You know what I'm saying? More of this, it's less words. You know what I'm saying? Less, you know what I'm saying? It's more about the feeling. Now, I like the, you know what I'm saying? It's all, like I said, trap music is tight because it makes you feel a certain way. It goes to your lower chakras. So you like, I want to dance, I want to fight, I want to fuck, I want to do all these things on this. So it's like whenever they hear the higher end stuff, they can't catch it. You know what I'm saying? It's a higher end frequency. They are here. So of course they have to rebel it. They're here. So they're like, no, this is not giving me what I want. It's about the feeling. Here you don't need to feel. You're going to feel it because you're going to think about it first. You're going to think, I can remember time this happened to me. This. You can relate to it through thought. That's what like I said, Gemini rapper, even like Kodak, they be like, They're going to feel it because they're like, ooh, wow, that was so witty. I like this, And then he can mix it. So that's why all of the older people like, he tight because he can mix both of those. But if somebody just like Kendrick, even J. Cole, it's like, all right, they don't like them because they don't know how to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best way I can put it. They just don't know how to listen and comprehend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just mock. So they like something, they like, just make me feel good, and it's usually repetitive. It's usually an anthem. It's usually something over and over again that you got people saying. And then if they like that so much, they just saying the words to the hook the verse because it's stuck in their head now. They program themselves with it now. But the other stuff, when they hear something and they ain't feeling nothing, they don't want to listen. If they not happy, they not, you know what I'm saying, was that aroused in the lower chakras, they don't want to hear nothing.
That's crazy that you broke it down like yeah. That. How do you come up with your visuals?
It's random a lot. Sometimes I get my graphic designer to help me a lot. That's over there. Book Fifth House. She helps me a lot with some treatment. Sometimes I come up with some of them on my own. Sometimes I do impromptu stuff because it's all about setting. So I'm like, that's lit. I gotta go there. I just gotta go here. So it just all depends. But I got a lot of videos that I'm trying to get shot, and I'm trying to really, I guess, overanalyze and figure out how I'm gonna get them done and strategize the right way to get them. Because I know they're bigger songs, and I gotta like have the right, you know what I'm saying, thing about them compared to just people want to see visuals. Let me just put a visual together real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because everything got 4K, this and this. Can be creative with it. Because my Freestyle Fridays, I was just shooting them on my phone. And those blew up a lot. Like people like Cassidy, Benny the Butcher, Jada Kiss, Fat Joe, all these people was in my DM hitting me up just for me doing my Freestyle Fridays every Friday. So like,
I bet that was lit due to the fact that Cassidy was like one of your favorites
but that was tight. I ended up
growing up.
doing a mixtape, put on Cassidy mixtape and Jada Kiss mixtape.
That's
So that I
dope.
got to put some of my songs on their stuff and get marketed more on like the East Coast and get pushed out like that. But like I said, it just made me feel good. Like, all right, I know I'm lit, and I gotta keep going. I know nobody's like these people that I think tight is hit me up like because of my bars. Like, all right, I got the bars. Like, let me focus on my hooks. Let me focus on my this. Let me focus on this, so I can just be the full package. So it just gave me the fuel that I needed.
I asked you that question because I felt that it was refreshing to see less women bent over. Like I don't see that on your.
That's not at all. Like I don't know, it just feel weird. It's only it has to make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have a song called Big Pimpin' that I'm going to need women in there. I'm going to need them to do some twerking because that's the theme. That's the this. It's not going to be all of that. It's just going to be when it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't think, oh, let me sell, because that's not what I'm talking about. It's just like, all right, I'm talking about buckwheat. I'm all right. I'm okay, and just have fat cheeks in my face. It's just like that's not what I'm talking about.
I know that's what it seems like nowadays is that you'll see an ass and you be like, but you talking about pizza. Like,
Well, guess you got pepperoni ass.
right?
I don't know. Who knows what's going on? But yeah, I definitely, and it ain't even a big thing about, oh, I don't want this. It's just like, it just don't make sense. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get I'm not that type of person. I'm not, even though the woman I have, like, I don't want to flaunt my woman around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, like, that's just not me. It's like, I'm more like Kendra. Like, you ain't gonna see what's going on when I really lock down and see what's going on. You ain't gonna know what's happening. Like, I'm not gonna show you this part, but.
Is that out of protection?
I mean, yeah, it's the smartest thing to do. Is like, why would you have your biggest assets just out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the closest thing that you're gonna protect, that you love. Why would you just have it out there for the public?
Oh yeah, you also don't flaunt money either.
No.
Yeah.
I'm an accountant.
Right. Nigga, I know what is. I know what's going on.
It's in my head. I know it's there. We there. We good. Everything is in the black at the moment. We straight. They don't need to show you how much money we got.
Right.
I just wear it. I put the shoes on, put the this. I don't got designer stuff. As long as I look okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we use it for what is necessary, like to keep flipping it, keep making, you know what I'm saying, more money. Like, I ain't want to take cash out so somebody could rob me. Like, that's stupid. People don't even have cash nowadays. So why I'm gonna take out over $1,000 worth of cash just to show people? But that's not the, like I said, for the trap lifestyle, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But it doesn't make sense with your brand and what you're doing. It's unnecessary.
It
Yeah.
sense. Money is
It's refreshing. I would have to say it's very much refreshing. Like it really is.
I mean, and then I'm a rebel. So if I be like, oh, everybody's doing this, I'm gonna do this. Like that's my craze part of me. It's like I'm gonna just be rebellious. I'm gonna find the weirdest, most innovative way to do what they're doing in my own way. And then that'd be fun and creative for me too, and help out my Gemini side. So I was like, I'd rather play that game than the y'all game. Like, so that's just me.
I see that you not only popping on social media, but you also popping just around. You know, you have your events, and then I see that you also attending other people's events and performing. Is that important to you to pretty much capture that word of mouth?
Yeah, I guess I'm a people person. You could say that. Like,
A lot of Geminis are.
the internet is weird for me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I try to do well, you know what I'm saying, on the internet and you know what I'm saying, and do what I need to do. Like, I guess that's the Virgo part of me. I got Virgo rising. So it's like, I like to make sure I present it well and everything is going on and it makes sense, you know what I'm saying, all the details. So that's that. But other than that, I'm like, yeah, I'm not want to talk to nobody online in the DM, just having a regular I know you now. Like, no, I have to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, I have to see you. I have to feel your energy. Like, so don't think you know me just because we said, hey. I was like, oh, that's cute. You got hard eyes. That's nice. I don't know you still. That didn't mean shit.
Or the flames.
That didn't mean nothing. That was fire. That's it. You getting some interaction. Like, it's like, it's not that serious. The internet. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I guess it is important for me to pull up the people events, to show my face. So, you know what I'm saying? Let people know. A lot of times I'll be just there to support because I know these people now. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to pull up. I'm going to go to your stuff. And then I end up meeting other people. And it's all about, like I said, it's about networking. So I think that's important to do. Like, if you're gonna be out here, especially if I'm doing an event, I gotta curate for my event. I gotta go out here and really be A&R and listen to. I'm not just letting anybody perform in my event. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Amen.
I'm really out here. Like, if you gonna be on my show with me, and then me in the middle of the show, like, y'all gotta be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there gotta be people I'm fans of that I know. All right, and I also pick from I make a playlist of it. Like, I make, all right, this is what the vibe of this plus one experience is gonna be. We're doing this. Like, this time is my birthday on Memorial Day weekend. So we're just gonna do all of the artists that was on plus one that's my friends, that are closer to me, that I have music with, that I have songs with, so I can rock out with all of them for my birthday one. Then I go back to finding artists that I know that fit together, that I like, that I see on the scene. So,
Oh, that's dope that you do that.
exactly. Like, I hit people up and they did, hey, I'm doing this. Are you interested? You can look at the last ones and see, and then they start saying, oh, so-and-so was on this, so-and-so did this. Oh, I know them, oh, yeah, and then they just do it. Or I don't know why, they like it, or this, they're strength of me maybe, or whatever, like, but that's what I do, because I always say, like, I feel like if I don't make it, I guess, big or be famous, like you say, I feel like I'm always your artist's favorite artist. Like, other artists know, like, he cold, you know what I'm saying? His song might not have hit, or they ain't do this, or all these masses of people didn't hit it, but he can write, and he can come up with this, and he got good, you know what I'm saying?
And his visuals are solid.
That's what I'm saying, like, he's just creative, like, he got his stuff together.
Right.
Basically, like, that's like, okay, I listen to him.
And he's an accountant. And he loves astrology. And he can pull up your natal chart.
That's fact.
That's fire.
That's fact. So, yeah, I think.
When is your birthday?
May 26th. So, it's in a couple weeks.
My son's birthday is May 29th.
Okay, yeah, that's when we having the event.
Yep, I seen that. Shout out to Johnny,
exactly.
By the way. Right. You should, like, before it's all said and done, you should probably, like, cultivate a Gemini album where it's just Geminis.
I like that.
I think that would be dope.
A lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But we can make it happen. I found the right Geminis.
The emotional side of Kanye.
So that takes us with Gemini moons, too, and Gemini risings.
Oh, you want to do it? You want to plug in Gemini?
It's gonna be all Gemini. They can't just be Gemini sun. There's a lot of Gemini ego. Because the sun is your ego, so that's a lot of ego. You gotta have people that's gonna react to Gemini the right way, so you can get that going. You gotta have the people that's gonna embody Geminis as a personality, not just their ego.
You just lost me, but
you just expanded me. You just stimulated my mind to that idea. So
right, I think it'd be dope though.
I like that.
Seriously. And like, thank you. And then the album cover can be like a two-tone Gemini twins
it's gonna be
type.
a whole a mirror room with all the different people that's on it, and the two of them.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, the two tones. They got to be played on the two things. Mm-hmm. Mirror room, like now, you inspired me with the mirror. And the mirror room, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got this, and you got them like dressed up, or you got them like this, or you got somebody with, you know what I'm saying?
That movie. What is that movie? With,
He got all his personality?
No. What's his name? I can't think of it right now. But they was like in the red jumpsuits. And it was like very popular. Everybody
talking about the doppelgangers? We're talking about Us? Oh.
Yeah, Us. Yeah. That'd be dope. But like a video, not the whole concept, but like pay homage to it in one of the songs, video songs or whatever. See? Yeah, give me 10%.
You can get 5% of the video.
So how is fatherhood?
Oh man, fatherhood is great. It's scary at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, dang, having a daughter, I guess it makes it more scary.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm going to have to kill somebody one day.
Oh my God.
Well, hopefully not. No.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I fear that I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, it's great. Like, I learned so much. You know what I'm saying? My child teaches me so much about myself. I get to teach her. She a Gemini, so she is smart.
Damn, she a Gemini too?
Her birthday, May 22nd.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, right on the cusp. Right on the fresh Gemini. But she teaches me a lot, and it helps me be more caring. Because, like I said, my Aquarius moon is very much, like, detached to a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm going to think about it logically before I be emotional. My daughter has a Cancer moon, so she real like emotional. Be crying about everything. She can't tie my shoes. She start crying. So I'd be like, oh man, but it's just helping me with patience and like so. It just, I mean, like me, I let her grow, and you know what I'm saying. So it's helping me even when I get frustrated and all that. I'm like, all right, I gotta be grateful for this. This is, you know what I'm saying, something to live for. Like I want to pass this down. I gotta make, you know what I'm saying, the hard make her, you know what I'm saying, give her what I didn't have, basically. Because like I said, I lost my parents when I was young. So I was like, all right, I want to be there for her. I want to make sure all this stuff, make sure she eating right and I eat right and do all of these things that's all kind of revolved around her. So it's like fatherhood just make me a better man in general.
Do you expose her to different types of music?
Yeah, she find her own stuff now. She listens to a lot of my stuff. We listen to a lot of Gemini rappers in the car too.
You and Gemini's.
We listen to Kodak Black. Her favorite rapper is Biggie.
Oh,
She loves Biggie. She will request
Biggie was cold.
She will request Biggie in the car. Ever since I put her on the Biggie probably like a year and a half or 2 years ago, she just requests Biggie. Okay, we play Biggie, and then I was trying to teach her astrology. So the first thing I thought about was through music, I was like, let her hear Beyonce sign song. So now she want to hear the Beyonce sign. She was like, Capricorn, okay. Over and over again. But like, yeah, so I exposed her to that, and then she listens to her own Disney tunes, and she sang her own stuff. She be making stuff up. She dancing already. She had her own few recitals already. Like everywhere she goes, she just go dance in the store. I be like, she's an entertainer already. So like, she's been exposed to her, to it all through me. She's about to be 7 next week. So in these last 7 years.
That's dope. That's really dope. I love to hear that.
I got to.
I would like to say Southerners. We gotta stop sleeping on Big. I know doing the Tupac. I know doing the East Coast, the West Coast beat. We ride with Tupac. Da, da, da. We gotta stop sleeping on Biggie. I slept on Biggie my entire life because the people around me, the people that was raising me was like, we Tupac, and I love Tupac. But baby, when I started going to Philly on a monthly basis and all that East Coast, and you gotta listen to the 10 crack commandments. And I was like, okay, let me listen to that. Whew. Biggie was the truth. Yeah. And Biggie is one of them, I think Biggie and Kendrick and Cole is the type of rappers that you gotta put on headphones and you have to vibe out.
I'll put Jay-Z in there too.
Yeah, Jay-Z. Jay Electronica too.
Oh yeah, you need to be in a room by yourself to listen to Jay Electronica on the vinyl.
Yeah, for sure.
He be like,
For sure.
Like he real.
For sure.
I'm trying to think of another song, but like 10 Crack Commandments probably is like the best. And other than Big Papa.
It's kind of like what is that? Yeah, the 10 Commandments of the
game. With the girlfriends, with the R&B girls. I forgot the name of that one. He's talking about having sex with all the R&B girls, and he named all of their names.
Is that the song that he called Candy Ugly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That joint from, was it that one? Yeah.
He called Candy from
Yeah, I think it was, because it's the
Escape.
same one that 50 Cent sampled and tried to do How to Rob. And he was talking about robbing everybody in the industry. It's like off the same Biggie. So that's the Biggie song I like. I was trying to think, I can't think of the name.
Well, thank you so much for dropping by.
I appreciate you having me.
Right. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad you do.
And before we end this, we forgot to talk about the Wavy. The EP.
The Wavy G EP, man, has 6 tracks, all produced by Dirt Beats.
Are you working with Dirt Beats again?
Yeah, shout out.
Is he like your?
It's like my in-house producer.
Okay.
Yeah, he produced. The last time I did over all the playlist stuff, he produced everything over the last 2 years now. Is Dirt Beats mainly, and I got a few like features and stuff that
Is having a great producer like equivalent to having a great barber? Like once you figure it out, this is the.
I mean, I wouldn't say barber. I would say like. I would even say like Probably more so like a best friend. Once you find your best friend, it's like, all right, everything's gonna click. I got somebody that got me like this. So it's like when you're a musician, you know what I'm saying, you're an artist, you're like, they know me. They gonna give me the shit and they gonna tell me, they gonna help me. This your pocket. You know what I'm saying? This your this. This your stuff like that. So I don't tell him what type of beats to make. He just makes them. And I just rap. He creates them right there in front of me. I don't like, I like this beat. Let me pick this beat and go home and write. No, we go in there. He just start hitting stuff, and I'm like, I just start writing stuff. I come up with a hook, and then we record right there, and I just make another song after that. And then I'm like, all right, we made 3 today. Let me go home.
Amazing. Okay, like a best friend.
For me, like I said, that's my experience in finding a house producer.
What's your favorite song on Wavy?
On Wavy G, I think it's gonna be a tie, man. It's hard. It's real hard. It's too wavy to pick. But no, it would be like More Than Real. Would probably be like my 1A, and then like 1B would probably be Doubt Me. The song that I'm about to that I was shooting a video to. That I'm gonna release a video to before the day before the album. So that's what I was promoting today. That the video is gonna drop on the 25th. Doubt Me. So that's my other favorite one. But that one's already out right now. It's a single that's out right now. So you can listen to Doubt Me. It's gonna be on Wavy G.
All people have to do is click the link in your bio.
Click the link in my bio, take you to Spotify, Apple Music, and my bio is on the gram is SoulFreakG, SoulFreqG. And then if you want to find me, just search me up on any of the streaming platforms. It's Nate Wavy Line G. It's called a tilde. I learned that like a month or 2 ago. It's called a tilde. That's the sign, but I call it the wavy sign.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Just see, I be teaching people stuff. Right? Nate tilde G, but no wavy G. So like that's where you can find me streaming. So everywhere you find that, it's probably gonna be another Fake Me Out Nate G somewhere on there, but I'm the one. You're gonna see my picture. You're gonna see the wavy G. It's all official.
Yeah. Tell people about your next event. Even if you're not in Dallas, you can still get flued out.
Like I said, y'all got time to come out here Memorial Day weekend, man. I'm having my birthday party, eat. You ain't even give me that water. You said you give me the water.
My bad.
I'm over here.
We got you. We got you. We do have water. We got you.
Drop out. But no, it's Memorial Day weekend. It's in Deep Ellum at Pop Up DFW. Like you said, it's gonna be like a real intimate vibe. I had +1s there every time, so we maxing out at like 125 people. So I got pre-sales up right now. They only $10. It's gonna be like $20 at the door.
See,
$15 at the pre-sales. That's gonna be after my birthday. So I'm giving y'all another chance to get a discount. We're gonna have vendors there. We're gonna probably have a masseuse.
Ooh.
We're gonna have a photo booth. We're gonna have clothing vendors. I'm dropping new merch for the whole Wavy G. So I'm gonna have hats and shirts. Everything we need y'all to tap in is gonna be real quality. What else we gonna have? It's gonna be drinks and food, and we're gonna have performance. All of my friends are gonna come out and vibe out. I'm gonna perform all the songs to Wavy G, and I'm gonna perform some songs like a different set with all of my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just turn up, have some cake. You know what I'm saying? Just celebrate life.
Well, happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
I'm definitely gonna pull up though.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I definitely want to see you in your element. Yeah.
It's definitely an element. It's a whole vibe, and I usually always deck the +1XP out. So the last time we had a glow party, so it's kind of like this girl had her name is Art by Night. That's her company. But she had the whole back room just glow in the dark art. So we had the black lights on in the back room, and then they was playing 2K in the back. We got games. We got 2K, beer pong, stuff like that in the back. So this time we're gonna have like a constellation vibe to celebrate my solar return. It's gonna be kind of trippy, and then we're gonna have the psychedelic effects to it, little photographs and stuff like that to put out for the Wavy G, because that's what my cover art look like. It's kind of like psychedelic. So, and we'll have things on deck, everything that you need there. So like, pull up.
Yeah, pull up. We definitely gonna be there for sure. Are you the type of person that wake up saying Grand Rising?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grand Risings, Happy AM, anything but good morning. That's right. How you have a good morning? How you
morning?
How you morning good?
How you morning good?
Yeah. You ever think about that? The actual words that you're saying is
If you
stellar.
mourn good, most likely you are suppressing how you truly feel. If you you kind of like
First
put
of
on the
all,
fire.
you're mourning.
You mourning, yeah, which is not good.
That means you're celebrating death. Because only mourn after death. So our whole society is based off us. The first thing we wake up is to celebrate or acknowledge death. You know what I'm saying? Not life. That's why we say grand risings. To rise is to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Or happy AM or something like that. AM is when the sun comes up. When there's, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the sun. We're worshiping the sun. That's the thing that's keeping us alive. You know what I'm saying? Like the sun. So I wouldn't say good morning.
What is your response to the people that have
When they tell me that?
no, when people say I don't trust people that say grand rising.
I just think they ignorant. That's it.
I'm like, how the hell you don't like positivity? Like, why you beefing with positivity?
Yeah, I'm saying that. It's like,
That's like crazy to me.
It's like, all right, if I say grand rising to people and they continue to tell me good morning, I just let them say it. I just always say grand risings or something like, or happy AM or something like that. Or how you doing? Or a lot of the time people say good morning, I'm like, hey. For real. I'm like, hey.
I learned from someone, happy new day.
Hey, I'm saying just
I love
say
that.
morning.
Do not say
get
morning.
creative. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just don't.
Affirmations, people.
Don't build up or put so much onto death. So where it's like, 'cause that's what they want is to be scared of death. Everything that you're gonna die, do this shit, all of this stuff is based around death. And it's like when you celebrate life when you wake up, when it is, you know what I'm saying? So we eat all these dead animals, all this, they eat blood basically. It's all about sacrifices, all the stuff, these things that they're doing. And that we're being brainwashed through normal society when that's what they're really doing, casting spells on us because we're spelling words, it's spells through your words, your tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Hopefully, y'all still tapped in, right? Okay, because a lot of people started turning off the. I'm just saying. Y'all need to listen to this. He really dropping gems right now. Okay. So when you come across somebody that say grand rising, just adapt to it. Just embrace it. It's really positivity. It's nothing negative about it. Please.
They just vibing high in their life.
That's
like,
it.
That's
Just grand rising, baby.
They know how to not be stuck in a low frequency.
Well, again, thank you so much for tapping into Bree Productions. Thank you for visiting the studio. We really, thank you so much. I worked so hard. Thank you. Make sure you guys go follow Bree Productions on all social media platforms. And also, please, this is very important. Like, are you listening? Okay? Subscribe to the Bring More Productions YouTube channel. We trying to get monetized. Y'all know I be doing my thug dizzle already, so I need y'all to really subscribe to the channel right now. Like, I mean, come on, it's just a button. Just click on it.
Click it.
That's it.
Click it or tick it.
And make sure you tap into Nate G. He's really dope. His whole energy, element, everything is really dope. It's real refreshing. Okay.
Like it's way more me teaching.
Oh yeah, natal charts. Slide in his DM.
Natal charts. You want to learn how to do astrology, all that type of stuff, man. Just
Yeah. Until next time, stay dangerous.